Hello everybody, it is John, and today we are going to have a look at a request from one of my viewers at my collection of modules from the days of advanced Dungeons and Dragons. And sadly, yes, there are many holes. Yes, very many holes. And look, I cannot even remember most of the contents of these dungeons. It's so long ago. So in many cases, all it's going to be is just a show and tell. But they're in pretty good nick considering how old so many of these modules are now. But yeah, and I will apologise for the glare. I'm not a professional. But yeah, so A2, I've no idea what happened to A1, but as you can see, this is what we had in the day. More than enough. And I was quite happy with the content. It's quite good. I think myself personally far superior than, sadly, a lot of the stuff that's produced today. I am not really happy with the material that Wizards of the Coast produce. I find it very lacking, but that's just me. So that's that one. A3, what's this one? This is the Assault on the Eyrie of the Slave Lords. Yes, I'm missing A1. I have no idea. Over the many years, many of the people I knew in the early 80s would borrow a lot of my modules. I was very lucky in the fact that my wife worked in a game shop. So, not that I got much in the way of discounts, but at least I was able to access a lot of the material. A lot of the, obviously the modules and that came in. So, at least I was able to lay by and put stuff away. So, yes. And sadly, yes, I lost a lot of modules over the years. People decided a lot of stuff was theirs. And which is sad, but look, it's sadly life, isn't it? We learn, which is why sadly I really don't lend things to people. But as you can see, so much of the artwork of artists that we love from those days. You know, so that was the first series of modules. I can't even remember how much they sold for in the day. Then the B series, and yet again, look at that, another one with a missing B1, B2, B4. Yes. So the old In Search of the Unknown, the Borderlands. Now I saw a reprint of this and died when I saw the price. You know, I think it was just on $100 Australian in hardcover, and I just went, no thank you, I'll just live with my old copy. You know, yes, it's been updated for 5th edition, but you know, with a little bit of work on my behalf, I can bring the old edition up to 5th. And that, so this is just, you know, just one of those things. It's, I don't know what it is with the current generation of role players, is that they don't seem to want to put a lot of effort in, or they assume that anything that's old is beneath their dignity, and all us old people are misogynist bigots or whatever. I'm not too sure what their particular dislike with us are, but yeah, anyway, they're entitled to their opinion. I guess a lot of us old people have just as bad opinions of the younger generation, but I try not to harbour that. Each to their own. But again, yeah, my stuff's in fairly good condition, so that's B2. B4, they decided to go for ringlets on the, obviously they were going for, yeah, look, you can stick all your stuff in a ring binder and keep it all together. Which thankfully I don't think they pursued for too long. I don't like things in ring binders because it destroys many of the materials. I do love the artwork, and that, so that was B4. Then the old hidden shrine of Tomoa-chan. I'm not sure if that's how it's pronounced, but levels 5 to 7. So this was S1, I think was the, can't remember if it was the first, but this was certainly, it was good when you started to have artwork that you could give to players that would give them the visual, because once again we weren't using, everything was theatre of the mind's eye back in those days, and I still prefer to use that than, look, draw a grid and put figures down and you know, have to explain everything and put it down in miniature, and oh, it just makes things so difficult. It's why people can't visualize, and but anyway, that's just me. It's hard, but yeah, but that's that one. But yes, it was good when they gave you the artwork, but then I guess not everybody's an artist, are they? C2, the Ghost Tower of Inverness. Character levels 5 to 7. So some visual aids again. Things I can't say that I've seen a lot of with a lot of the new stuff from Wizards. Not a lot of that floating around. The Lost Island of Castamere. Yeah. And again, not a lot of pre-generated characters either. So, but then, yeah, who knows? I won't really comment. To Find a King. They don't really do modules, do they? No. I guess they leave that up to DM's Guild and things like that. To Find a King, C4. How am I going there? C1, C2. Oh, look, I'm actually getting things. C1, C2, C3, C4. So To Find a King. Going to something besides black and white. So it is in fairly good nick. So what do we got here? This one here is Companion Game Adventure for levels 15 and above. I can't remember what was this one here for. This must have been for yeah, for Dungeons and Dragons Companion set. That's right, because there was Advanced, Expert. Was it Companion was the third set? Can't remember now. I don't think well, I never got it. So pre-roll characters. Yeah, anyway, so that's So I had CM1 and then a huge gap between that and then 7. So again, sadly, and of course if you try to pick up so many of these old things now, is that every man and his dog wants far too much money. And I can remember I could pick these old modules up for like $5 a piece, you know, back in the 80s. But like everything now. But yeah, these were the original first releases for the for these D1, D2, and D3. Did have the giant ones, but they... Look at this, I've even highlighted. I could just see some people going, how dare you do that? So I must have played D1 if I've highlighted it. Can't remember it. And there's D3. Might actually put them back in order, seeing that they're going to go back into their respective shelving. What's this? Dungeon Land. Oh, dreadful title. No idea what that one entails. Obviously I don't think I even played it. Yeah. EX1. EX2. And here we are, the famous Against the Giants, which was 1, 2 and 3, which got released as a, thankfully, as a combined module set, so made up for the fact that I lost my 1, 2 and 3 somewhere along the line. Don't know what happened to I1 to 3, but I've got 4, which is Oasis of the White Palm. So the maps are nice. Again, the artwork, I really do love the artwork for, I can't remember his name, but he just managed to convey so much. Is it, no, I'm not even going to try to remember. But again, so that's I4, I5, Lost Tomb of Martek. Yeah, at least they're nice and clearly leveled, you know, identified. Sometimes when I look at a lot of the new modules that are up, God, I've got to go searching to find out what the modules are for the levels. It's sometimes a little hard. But, yeah, so that's Lost Tomb of Martek. And of course the one that started everything, Ravenloft, I6. So, and it is and of course that's all Ravenloft was back in the day. The whole sum and total. No massive booklet. The module that started it all. Beltron's Beacon. I've used that a few times. I've included that with my Ghosts of Saltmarsh. So that's been included. Ravages of Time. Yeah, that's again starting to get that one there. Secrets of Bone Hill. I think this was the first edition. I think this is the one that everybody talks about. I can't remember. But, that's that. This one here. That. Oh, okay. This was one of those ones where you had a, of course now you can't see, I've actually played it, but this is the one that had the, must go back and get the text and put it in there just so that I know. And I believe this was the same with this one, Maze of the Riddling Minotaur. That was a bit of a craze for the time. Against the Cult of the Reptile God. This is another one I tend to use a lot for low-level character introduction. Usually stick that around Saltmarsh. Blade of Vengeance. This is another one I like, although I tend to lower its level. Swords of the Daimyo. I think that, yeah, sadly the only Oriental adventure one that I've got. So there's that. What's this? Queen of the Demon Web Pits. Oh dear. Yes, psychedelic. This is psychedelic webway, all right. Here we go, the original S1. Still in fairly decent condition, although it has been used quite a bit. And that, so I'm quite happy I've still got the old S1. And then S2. S3. Which is interesting, because I can't remember. There's two versions here. For advanced D&D and one for the for another version. So I'm a tad bit confused as to whether or not they came, if there were two releases for this, and that it came as that or not. Can't remember. Too old to remember now. And thankfully I was able to get T1 to 4 as this book set, because I again, somebody borrowed my Temple of Elemental Evil set and I never got it back. And yes, I've got U2, U3, lost my U1. So, and I must admit, I was really disappointed with the Wizards release for Ghosts of Saltmarsh book. Really disappointed. It was an underwhelming production, to be honest. But anyway, so I have U2, U3. What have we got here? UK1. So, as I said, I tend to look after my stuff. Sentinel. See, again, whenever I'm looking for dungeon design or wanting to run a dungeon, I'm more than happy to go back and pinch ideas from old modules. So UK3, UK4, because once again, it's not like I'm going to be publishing any of this and claim that it's my own. UK5, I got the Serpent, and I've even gone and pinched ideas already, obviously, done stuff. So UK5, then we jump to UK6, All That Glitters. Look, I hate to probably offend a lot of Americans, but the UK produced far better modules, in my opinion, which is why I tended, or certainly here in Australia, we tended to enjoy the White Dwarf when it used to produce just role-playing material over the Dragon magazine, and we preferred the UK modules over a lot of the American produced ones. So, but again, that's probably just me as well. So the Forgotten Temple of Tharizdun. Yeah, still in. So there's that one. Morden Canaan's Fantastic Adventure. World of Greyhawk, Isle of the Ape. Yeah. What's in there? Expert Set. X3. X10. Castle Greyhawk, yes. Who doesn't love a good castle? And that's interesting. Where's the... what have I done with the... I've obviously... Oh no, it's in... Each level's in there. That's right, as you go through. Although, I wonder if there was... Oh, okay, you can see the age. But yeah, Castle Greyhawk. Then... Magister. Then I had some of these other ones, these little ones that I managed to pick up over time. So these are always good, these adventure packs, because you can always use them for other bits and pieces within adventures. You just pinch and use. City of Lunkmar, I was quite happy to get that because I've still got the map and all that. So my City of Lunkmar's there. What's this? Oh, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons 2nd edition. Now I did have all the Dragonlance series, but in a fit of kindness and the fact that I was very, very ill at one stage and was giving stuff away, I gave a friend all my Dragonlance, and yeah, now deeply regret it, but anyway, did it at the time. And yeah, Dungeon Master's Kit, yeah, fairly useless book to be quite honest. And these are the older ones that here, these monster treasure sets from the original. So they're in fairly decent condition, which is, I think, more or less, that's 1 to 3, this is levels 1 to 9, so that more or less incorporates. So that's that. And there, here we go, the whole basic book. Again, really never laminate covers. I did a better job of this than I've done of others, but at least I guess they will last the time. But I'm quite happy that they're there. I would have liked to have gotten the others. Here's my screens, still in good nick. Some leftover old character sheets and non-player permanent. And then what's this? Rogues Gallery and Dungeon Master's Adventure Logs. So there you go, everybody. That is what somebody asked me to share on. So till next time, signing off, the Honourable John.